All right, I'm back. I went out to the truck and I got my box of baits out with a bunch of stuff that I've painted myself. I keep a mixture of baits in here, baits I've painted, baits I like, because I'm a bass fisherman and I like lures. I like all kinds of baits. You can see I got this box of crankbaits and jerk baits, and then I got this box. I keep all these. I keep in my rig for when I'm driving around if I decide to go fishing or whatever. And then I got this little box that I keep baits in. So anyway, so I just thought I'd show you guys some baits. And this is a hobby for me. I don't do this for a living. I don't make baits and sell them or nothing like that. And I don't buy blanks and sell them or any of that. I just do this for my own, I guess, passion. So. But this is one of the first baits I ever painted. This is I don't know what color you'd call it, like a threadfin shad kind of, but you can kind of get the idea. It's got like a bluish back on it with some chartreuse sides and white. We threw this a lot out west because it was just a great color to throw in the clear water. So I grew up in Las Vegas. I was born in Ohio, but I grew up in Las Vegas. So, but you can kind of see it's got nicked up over the years from me throwing it. Probably hitting rocks with it or something, I don't know if a fish did it, but it's got some, good teeth marks on it. And then this is another bait. Years ago, Lucky Craft came out with a color. I think it was called Golden Craw. And I think I have one in here. Hang on, let me get it. Yeah, here's it. So this color came out from Lucky Craft, and I love this color. I've caught tons of fish all over the country on this color. I don't think they make this color anymore. You can probably find it on eBay if you do a search, but I love this color in this. And then it don't matter what bait it is. Like this is a bigger version, Lucky Craft Shallow Diver. I love this color of crankbait. So I thought, well, I can probably paint that. So I kind of goofed off in my garage one day and I made this. This is painted on a Rapala blank with that. I forget what the bait is, but it's made by Storm, I want to say, but it's still owned by Rapala. But this blank right here was one of the baits I decided to paint this color in, and you can see it's been nicked up and hit in the rocks and stuff. But so I decided to try and copy that, and I don't know, you can see I did pretty good. I clear coat all my baits, so this has a matte finish, which I really like, but these are clear coated for my stuff. And then there I got another, this is a bluegill I attempted to paint. This is a Mega Bass knockoff blank, I think it's the Griffin. Gets caught up in my hooks too, but see if I can get it out of the box. I know, all the baits get tangled together. There we go. This is a bluegill pattern I attempted to paint, so it's got little light stripes on the, or excuse me, black stripes. It's got the little blue gills, the red eyes. I like red eyes. That's a little Griffin. So you can see I got this one I painted in 2014. You can see my little signature on the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. Let's see, here's another. Oh, this is a bait I was goofing off with one day. I was wanting to foil paint or foil a bait. So I took some, this is just, and I just stumbled by this by accident. I was goofing around in my garage. I'm a sheet metal worker by trade, and I had some foil tape in my garage. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try and stick that to a bait. So I did it, and it actually stuck really well. And I used a little bit of a heat gun to get it to stick really well. And you can see the colors are kind of stupid, but you get the idea. I just did some goofing around and tried to make it look like a silver-sided crawfish or whatever. I was just goofing around with some colors, but I think I hand painted this actually. I don't even think I airbrushed it, and then I just clear coated it. But I keep that in my box. I've thrown it a few times. I've never got bit, but wishful thinking. You always want to catch something on something you've made. So this bait is one of the very first baits I ever painted, and I kept it for that reason. I still throw it, even though I probably shouldn't, but this bait I painted in 2004. So I don't know if you can see that in the camera there, but I painted that bait in 2004. So this is like a little greenback shad or whatever. I've caught tons of fish on this too at Lake Mead and stuff like that. So it's a great color. This is put on a Norman's a Little N blank, I believe. He used to be able to buy those from like Jan's Netcraft or what was the other one back in the day? I forget. But I used to get a lot of stuff from Jan's. I don't know if they're still around. They might be, but anyway, that's been a good color for me. And all these colors, I mean, I've copied some stuff, but most of the colors that are coming out of my box, I've tried to paint my own. So this is a little largemouth bass pattern I did on a, this is another Griffin blank, like a Mega Bass knockoff. So that's a little largemouth bass. I don't know if you can see that. Chartreuse sides with a purple back. That's on a Norman's Little N again. Here's another Norman's Little N. A little chartreuse with blue and purple for stained water. This is a crawfish color I did on a Norman's Little N. I put a little bit of orange belly on it right there. You can see that one. But yeah, I mean, that's something you guys, want to get into. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and you learn a lot. You learn what fish will eat and what fish won't. And here's a fire tiger I did. And again, these are just colors I kind of randomly made up. It's a fire tiger. I've caught some fish on it. So, my opinion, fire tiger don't get enough recognition. You won't hear a lot of guys talk about it, but I'm sure there's a lot of guys throwing it, even though I don't say it. But this was kind of my inspiration, I guess, for that. This is a Lucky Craft fire tiger, and this is mine. So you can kind of see. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.